Poet's getting the bag.
What do you mean?
Poet's getting the bag.
Again? Oh yeah.
He's getting
trainers.
He's getting the fucking bag. Poet's getting the bag.
Oh man.
Man just came in with the Gucci. Do you know what? I'm not.
And to be fair, I just got him now, so that's.
Is it?
Yeah. So.
I'm gonna be very honest with you. This is like God strike me down if I'm lying. Yeah. You see them crepes there? On everyone else that I've seen them on, I've said they look trash, bro. You've come in and you've actually convinced me that they actually look good. I'm not even gonna lie. I actually like them on him. But again, I think that proves my point again. I feel like there's certain things that just work well on a tall person.
But that same thing with like on a small person, like, or a person that's.
I just don't think they would look good on me, bruv.
Maybe. Do you know what? Usually trainers like this do look good on someone that's shorter and smaller because it's more petite, so the trainer doesn't look as bulky. But
what size foot are you? You're 12, right?
yeah.
But yeah, because you're tall as well. That's why.
But I'm skinny. Look at my legs, fam. They're like twigs, fam.
And they're big. What are they? What are they actually called?
What do you mean?
What are they called? Gucci what? Are they Gucci what?
Do you know what?
What are they actually called?
I don't want people to get.
No, let's not do that because.
She said it's better. If I'm being totally honest with you,
yeah,
I'm
we don't
not
need
one
to
of them
brand endorse them anyway. But yeah, cool.
Sorry, I'm not one of them. I'm not a fashionista, so I don't really know. Like, I just know what I like. I like those. I get them. So when people are like, "Oh my god, you're wearing the Jordan boom boom booms," or "You're wearing it," I'm looking at this nigga like, "Yeah, I guess."
Have you got a pair of them, Dan?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, my most expensive. Oh no, I've got Valentinos and that's it.
Oh, okay.
I don't really have.
That's the regular hood trainer though.
Yeah,
that's what you got.
Yeah, what have you got? What is it? The camo ones?
It's not the camo.
If you like, you can't say you're from the hood and you don't have those. If you sell drugs and you ain't got Valentinos, I don't believe you.
Especially the camo ones. The camo ones, yeah. That's like you see bare road man.
Big man, I went to Edge one time. I saw so many Valentinos. I almost asked if my man sponsored the event. Like, what's going on?
Hey, Valentinos to roadman these days are kind of like how the TNs were back in the day.
Yeah.
Like it's literally that.
I'm glad we're out of that Balenciaga stage. No, not
Nah,
Balenciaga.
we're not.
Yeah, is it Balenciaga?
Balenciaga, the racers.
I kinda like them
no.
still,
I didn't mind the
arenas.
races. I felt like they was
What a hypocrite I am. I just said I don't know all these stars and I'm
Yeah,
playing.
Nah, but you know what though?
What's
That was
going on?
but I think that they were so baked that
They
it
were
was
so
hard
baked,
not
though.
to.
I'm talking the boot ones. You remember when you would go to a rave?
The
and
arenas.
The whole is that what they're
Yeah,
called?
everyone
Well,
had
the ones that come up here like that.
The one
with
that
the
got
white-
down that. I know which one. We all talk about the same one.
Can you Google
Because there was
that for
only
me?
two
Balenciaga
types of
arenas
Balenciagas
or
that everyone
whatever.
wore.
Yeah,
Okay.
they were everywhere. I didn't even like them.
So it is because roadman. I think being a roadman is so much pressure, especially if you're a money roadman.
Yeah.
That is pressure I would not want to have because
I hear
when man
that.
are coming wearing the new Balenciagas with the new Rollie and you got the old thing and they're looking at you like,
Oh,
you don't get
these! Sorry, poet. Sorry. Oh, these you're talking about.
the arenas.
These were bait, bro.
Yeah,
Those
you could not get away from them. They was everywhere.
arenas
Poet,
were a
sorry.
mixed race girl in 01. Like
Yeah,
they were
yeah, I hear
hottest
that.
thing on the streets. Maybe with the pagey cakey curl. Like they were the hottest thing on the street.
Sorry, I interrupted you, but yeah, you were saying that being a roadman.
It's pressure,
with
Chucks.
money, yeah,
You know,
I hear
am I lying though?
that. Nah, yeah, you're right.
It's too much pressure. So when I see them and I'm like, what? Cause yeah, you know, man, mine's thing, chain, and I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Say there's a drought 1 week. You mean you've got to still try and spend this money to maintain an image?
And usually, back in the day, the droughts used to come around carnival time. That was where man was really under pressure. Because there was no food on the road round them times.
So
there.
what go on
So
now?
now what? You can't go Probito now unless you got a stack there. Enough man didn't have a stack. Do you know what? Yeah, all of that. I can tell you now. Yeah, I'm gonna be very real with you. There's a lot of designer trainers and that I like, and now I've got my money up, so I'm all right. But like, bro. There was a time when I was so broke, yeah. I was so broke. I was going through this stage where, see, like when I started to get money again, yeah. There was things that I wanted to buy, but and I could afford to buy it, but I just was paranoid that like I was just gonna lose money, that I wasn't gonna have money. I don't know what it was, yeah, but I just didn't want to buy things because I'd been so broke. Anything that was coming out of my account, I was just a little bit digi because I just didn't want to go there again. So if I went to a designer shop to go and buy some trainers or whatever, or even to buy garms and that, I had the money to do it. But I just was like, you know what? I've got money, but if I just buy that, then that feeling of being broke, bruv, just scares the fuck out of me.
Fam.
Seriously.
Old
And I think
12.
that only happens to me because I was broke at a later stage in my life.
Same
so it's
here.
not like I was... You see that when you're young and broke, it's different, innit?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's just
Fine.
that's part of being young to a degree.
What are you
maybe
doing
not
anyway?
maybe
Going
not
home
now.
to you? Got
It's about
responsibilities.
money.
But when you're broke later on in life and you don't have peas and you don't
Yeah, but I
can't
was
afford
broke
to
at
do things.
26, and the first time I got
Yeah, so I
a
was
bit of
broke
bread,
at like 27.
I went and bought Balenciaga straight away. 'cause
Serious?
what? I was out, fam. I'm keeping this thing 100, fam.
Yeah,
I
there's two
saw
types
some-
of people in.
There's two types of people, bro. There was a brother that had 10 and a half. I was wearing 10 and a, I'm size 12. I was wearing size 10 and a half Reeboks every day because I had no bread. That's how broke I was. Car key, I still got them. So I look at them sometimes like, raw. I used to
If
walk
you had
in
5 bills, yeah, say you had 5 bills to your name,
Yeah.
right, and you saw designer trainers now that cost 3 bills, are you getting them?
Yeah, because I know I'll make more money. I know it sounds mad arrogant, but the confidence I have within myself right now, and I know where money is, like, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's just not a problem. Like, the people that don't make that is the people that, for example, have long-term plans with their money or are afraid, like yourself, that or like you once was.
Yeah.
With me, I'm a man like, you know what? I could lose this all tomorrow. I could die tomorrow.
As
You know
long
what
as
the
you
killer
can
is?
say fuck it.
I'm like,
That's what
fuck
it is.
it. Man will
Fuck
get it. Because I have so much confidence in myself and what I'm doing. It's going to be all right, fam.
I always just thought when I was broke, it's not going to last forever. So I was always like, there's no way that this is me every day for the rest of my... This is not going to happen. I'm going to be all right. This is going to be a stage that I can talk about later on in my life.
Yeah.
But I still wasn't able to... If I had the 5 bills, bro, I didn't even really want to get a Rascal
Bro, I remember
bounty.
it's only not even a few, like, probably like, I don't know, 6 years ago or something. Like, I never had a problem with finding money from school. Like,
Yeah.
I was rich in school, too rich, so rich that I couldn't take my stuff home because I would like, you remember when the games were in HMV,
Yeah.
in the case.
Yeah.
I used to lick, so when FIFA would come out, old school, I used to get orders. I didn't go to school in year 10 basically. As in, I would lick FIFA from every HMV or all these games, whatever it is, for the whole year. So as in, and they were £40 and I'll sell them for 15. So you can imagine what my order list looked like. I'll look at my thing, I'll be like, shit, I've got 60 games to get this week. But that's the equivalent to however much money. You know what I'm saying? Like £1,000 at 15, it was too much
I'm
money.
looking at my boys do the maths right now. This is doing the maths, guys. I see he's like,
So
you know what
I was doing,
you put your eyeballs
I
up
was
like,
doing, like, I never really had a problem with money, but I would always go broke before I got more money.
Was you pot noodle broke? Like pot like
Certain
it was
times. There was a day where
there was like the money that you had,
Yeah.
the little money that you had was the difference between going to the
There was a
Caribbean
day I
shop
had
and
£2
Nando's
left.
or going
I
or
had
it's a,
£2 left, yeah?
yeah.
I was on my way to play football. £2, probably only something like 6 years ago or something like that. £2, I was going football. I stopped at the shop. I was with my cousin. I bought a Lucozade, a Snickers, or whatever cost £2. I said, imagine I've got no money. Like, no money. Like, 0 pennies. Probably, I think I probably had a case or whatever it was. Like, my money's gone. Like, I've got no money. And he was just like, well, like, aren't you depressed? I'm just like, no, I'm going to play football. Like, as in, I never had, by the time we was at grandma's house on Sunday, I had 9 bags.
Okay.
Because it just,
you're one of
I
them,
just
man.
find it.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
find
yeah,
a way
yeah,
and it will get to me. Like, I never, ever worried about it.
I got a friend that's like that.
I got
Like
friends like that
literally,
as well.
like they could be mad broke and then one day they're just mad up.
Yeah.
Just up.
Yeah.
But not even a little up. Like really
Yeah,
up.
that literally,
But then
that
go
happens
broke
to me.
again.
Yeah.
But then mad up.
Yeah.
I had a friend that was that, and that's what I thought. He was always up. He just acted broke certain times. So he had a point of money where he was like, no, but you never would have known.
Would you say it's controllable broke?
What do you mean?
Like it's controllable broke. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm
No.
up, but I know I'm gonna be broke.
by choice.
But I'm gonna be
It's
up.
broke by
bro.
No,
choice.
but his broke was his broke ain't my broke. His broke is like, what? Let me go buy a whip. His broke is
Okay.
so mad. And I'm just like, so when he was saying he's broke, I'm seeing him in dirty chucks, ripped jeans, and a t-shirt. He's like, I need to get this money, man. And he's like that, and I'm thinking, bro, we got a problem.
Like, he must be broke.
And then next week I'm seeing him, he's in a, he's like, he's,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
raw. But then I realized later, when I was like, wait,
He wasn't
have
broke.
you ever been broke? He's like, nah, cuz man, just put myself in the broke mode. I eat particular things.
Okay.
I dress a particular way. I put my mindset and say I'm broke,
Yeah.
and I have to live it. I said, this man's incredible. Like he's always gonna have bread.
I think that my outlook
me.
on money and being broke and having is like is really mixed. So I have a mindset of I'm always gonna have money. I'm always gonna get money somehow. But I do have still in my mind like I do move broke sometimes still.
I move broke.
So like
but
I'll
I
go
move
out
broke
and
so
I've
I
got
can
peace
save.
to go and buy certain things, yeah, and I'll fight that urge off to not get it.
Yeah.
because I just think, let me just save the money. And that was one of my things that I thought about
That's good,
early last year when I was like, nah, do you know what? I need to live in the moment more. I need to stop, because you know what? That can drive you insane. And that was driving me insane. See, like the other day we was in Central the other day, or yesterday. We was in the shop now, and it's like, I'm thinking to myself, there's stuff in there that I want to buy. And I can buy it, and I'm going to go and get it. The difference is that I would see it and I'd be like, I really want this, but I'm just not even going to get it, because you know what? I just don't even want to spend money right now. I don't even want to be broke. But you know what? Sometimes live in the moment, innit? Fuck it. Just get it. I'm going to get money again. It's like, I'm not going to be broke again.
What's the worst that can happen?
What's the worst that can happen? And every time I spend my money and do that, even when I go on holidays and that, fuck it. You know what? Chat, I'm going here. I spend my dough and I think, right, I've just spent X amount of money on a holiday. After 6-7 months to a year's time, I'm not even thinking about that. All I'm thinking about is the experience that I got from going away and doing what I was doing. Do you get me?
Do you know what it comes down to me? I respect my responsibilities.
Yeah.
I'm myself, I'm a responsibility. My kids are my responsibility. Yaz is my responsibility. My house. So no matter what, I can buy these Gucci shoes, but trust me, there's food in my fridge. Trust me, my kids are cool. If they need to buy, trust me, the worst thing happens tomorrow, I'm good.
Yeah. Your priorities are intact.
At all times, because I have responsibilities. If I had no responsibilities, and bro, back in the day, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, I'll just go get somebody, because I had no responsibilities. I lived with my mum. I didn't have to do anything. Like I proper didn't give a damn. Like I didn't. But now I've got obviously a different mindset. There's things that I want to do.
And a different income.
Yes.
Sorry, had to bring it back. Just for you, Chuck.
Say real fit back.
Because that does play a part.
It does. But it makes
if you spend a lot of time if you spend X amount of time being broke or not having too much, when you get money, one of two things can happen. Either you could splurge until you get to a point where you're just broke because you're just not good with money, or you can spend money but you still understand your priorities.
Yeah, that's me. I proper understand. I would never go and spend grands and then people say to me, boy, your kids need so and so and I can't provide it. You're gone mad. My kids have everything. My kids got 2 cots. My kids got, but they're cool. They have to have 2 cots though. Yeah. What's that? No, but like,
you got twins.
I mean, real. You say that. I've gone to certain people's house, fam.
You made it seem like he had a son that was just stunted.
No, but
what cot are we going to use today?
No, I'll be real. I know some kids that have like a 1 cot.
Okay.
A 1 cot with big picnic standing up talking about mum, dad.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at certain situations. That's because I've grown up. I've seen how certain people operate with their kids, and I've never understood it. And I always said to myself is, I would be broke for my kids to be cool, 100%. So that's me respecting my responsibilities and knowing that cool. Yeah. I've got to buy this and I've got to. I think it's all sorted out. Yeah. I need to put up the car actually. So if anyone can help me.
Okay.
Alan Key thing.
Huh?
It's Alan Key.
Yeah, but I don't like Alan. I'm not on the key to like.
Do you know what? This shows my naivety. I thought you just walked out of the shop with the cot.
Nah, bro, you got a cot. Bro,
it's a flat pack. Yeah. So what happens if you just walk out with you set the thing up now and you got the baby in it and the thing just falls apart?
Come on, it doesn't. Right.
Yeah, but what if you don't? There's people like that.
What about like, as in everything in my house I've basically built?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear that. But that's different.
They make it simple now, like all of this stuff.
Okay.
To build.
I didn't realise that you had to build a cot.
It's not even hard.
I'm not saying it's hard. I'm not saying it's hard. I'm just saying I just didn't know.
Huh? You set it to like what height you want it at, because as the baby gets older and he stands and wants to jump out, you have to put the mattress lower, etc., etc. So yeah, you have to be able to do it.
Rascal, I didn't even know that. Would you spend a bag for a wireless ticket?
I heard something today, 58 bags.
No, that's just.
I heard someone sold one for 58 bags.
They never.
So if someone did, then the person who bought it has no parents. First
No.
No friends.
Whoever bought that, if somebody did buy it, because I do find it hard to believe that somebody did buy that.
Yeah.
But if they did buy it, they were probably a billionaire that bought it for just the banks. You know what? Someone is selling this for 58 grand.
And it's 50.
You know what? Just for the audacity. Yeah. You know what? Let me just get that. That could be the only reason why. Even for £1,000.
A 60
even buying a ticket for £1,000 for wireless, you'd have to have a substantial amount of
you don't need a ticket to go wireless.
When you say 68 bags, what exactly do you mean?
Racist Callum is what I know.
Racist,
do you know what? Sometimes I'm jealous of you, you know. I'm jealous of you.
But
because
do you mean 68, or do you mean 68 grand?
No,
58
58
bags.
grand. 58 grand, sorry.
Yeah, 58, yeah. So,
I was right then. Okay, cool.
yeah. Shout out to Callum.
Hello.
That's staying in.
Those moments.
Yeah.
I just like.
You live your truth, though.
Yeah, I hear that. I like that. No, I like that still.
G, you know.
But yeah, bruv, the resellers are going absolutely ham, bruv.
They're treating
I don't
them like
even
Nike.
remember. Huh?
They treat them like Supreme collections, fam. Like,
They're
this is
treating
not
it
fair.
like Bitcoin.
That's true, you know.
You know, like them. I feel like that's the day and age we're in, though. People don't even like. How can you go out and buy something to sell it? Like your whole objective of waiting in a line and doing all this is to sell it.
That's a
Like
hustle.
that,
It is a hustle, though.
It's a
I
hustle, but
respect
it's
it,
become
but
mad.
it's just like that's just blood. I can't bother to do all of that stuff to give cuz I'd rather just live my life, fam. I'm buying these trainers because I want them.
Making your living from that, which a lot of people are.
Yeah, some people are really doing that. Some people are actually making a living from doing that.
Well, I
for
suppose,
real.
That is
I
a
suppose
mad
that's
thing.
that's trade, isn't it? In general, you buy something at one price to sell it at another.
Yeah.
Cuz that's weird to me.
Capitalism.
No,
But
it's
it's
weird
everything.
to me that I see people that will wake up early and make sure they make that 9 a.m. phone call to buy a wireless ticket just to sell it. I feel like that mindset you've put into buying something like that, if you apply that energy into something which means that you don't need external factors, you just need yourself to make money, you'll be a fucking multi-millionaire. Like
Yeah, but
you
that's exactly what they're doing.
No, but they're buying, for example, I make money through who I am. I don't need
Okay.
to buy something to sell it. Or do you know what I'm
Yeah,
making
but that's
sense like
because
that? So if you put me in any country, I'll use myself to make money.
Yeah, but you're a
These people-
personality-based person. Not
No,
everyone's
but
like that.
I don't even mean personality based. A guy that's a plumber uses himself to make
Yeah,
money. He
okay.
learns a skill.
Okay,
But
a
like,
skill.
for you to dedicate all your life to like, and I'm not saying it's wrong, you know. I'm saying it's proper weird in my mind. Like it's mad. Like you've woke up early to buy this wireless ticket and buy these tickets just to sell them.
No, but who?
That's
No,
mad.
but what is
I'm not saying it's
weird?
wrong, by the way.
Because I don't look at it from a weird angle. I just think that someone out there is gonna buy it. And the
Well,
thing
look,
is,
it's the same
wait,
as
let me just
shotters.
finish it. Yeah, exactly. It's almost,
food, it's
almost. But I think that like these wholesalers, a lot of the time they're not buying one ticket. They're just buying as much tickets as they can. And in this case, they're not making £20. They're making a good
bread.
152 two bills minimum
Yeah.
on a ticket. So if you times that by 5, you're walking away with a bag. And it's hard out here.
I thought you were supposed to panic for wireless tickets the day
Day
of the
before.
wireless ticket.
Yeah, now they're not.
The day before.
Do you know how
Or
mad it
even
is?
a couple weeks before, I get that.
If
But
you're from the
in
hood-
January,
Do you know the only people that should panic about wireless tickets? The man outside
Coming-
the hood.
coming from
You see, if you're
Yeah.
from the hood and you look at that lineup and you see man them,
You're going.
you're I don't know how.
I don't.
But you're
I don't
going.
have to pattern it. I will turn up and I will get in
Yeah.
somehow.
Let me show you how real it is. Obviously, some people are gonna be like, "Oh, but Poet, look what you do."
Yeah.
I said to my friend, "Take my tickets. I'm going wireless. Have you got a ticket? No. How you getting in? I don't know.
worry.
I
in.
stood up. I'm in. Make sure they see me in VIP. But
Yeah,
how
yeah,
did you
yeah.
say? I don't know. But the man them are there.
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't not get in. It's in Finsbury Park.
Yeah.
I hear that. Do you know what? I didn't.
Vision. It's in Finsbury. There's
I got
rules.
patterns though, but I didn't get in last year. And
Whoa.
maybe because I think I didn't get in last year because
They
I'm
did
too
tighten it
laid
up
back.
Last year
But
they tightened it up. They did.
tightened up.
Last year
You
was
needed to
tight
send
up.
photos
It
of
was
all of that
mad,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
What?
I was before
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got in. It was
I
like a
didn't
half
do
an
none of
hour.
that.
It was like a half hour, 45-minute thing because I thought just turn up.
Yeah.
I'm with Els. With
You was with an artist. You was with an artist.
Yeah, these men are
So
done
every time I
wireless
go
2
in,
years
I'm gonna
ago, you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
And
So
I was
Did you
with
get
them.
in?
Yeah.
I got. Imagine
There
a
you go.
couple man didn't.
Who didn't? Is it?
That should have,
Yeah.
and I did.
But here's the difference. Because every time I get
got
in,
in,
I'm
right.
working a lot of the time. I'm
Yeah.
either DJing for
Yeah,
an
yeah,
artist or there's a thing that's happening in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This time I weren't going with no artist, but I got connects in the game, innit?
So, yeah,
So,
you must
but
be able
me
to do
being the laid back person, I've just kind of just planted the seed a little bit early. Yo, it's like, do you think you could pattern it? Yeah, cool. I've got one person. I didn't ring about. I got this one person. And then as the time got closer, it seemed like it was a bit more of a difficult thing to make happen.
But Grime
So-
Daily were doing the thing.
Yeah, but I'm not the thing is, me and Posty is cool, but I'm a man like this, bruv. I'm not gonna just hoe myself out, you know. I'm only ringing people that I'm cool with or that I ring like that. I will ring you. I speak to you on the phone anyway.
respect that.
So I'll say to you, bro, have you got I'm not ringing people that I don't usually ring to
You
get
see me?
in.
I'm
not on
nasty.
that.
I'm letting everyone know now if you're watching this, I will ring you. But the killer is, I will tell you straight, let me pay for your services. Because the last
Yeah, I
thing
hear
I
that.
want
I
is a
hear
man
that.
out here talking about, look what I done for pot. Because I do things for people, I don't want nothing in return because I don't care like that. But I always say to a man, how much is it? I'll pay you. For the simple fact that Once I've paid you, you can't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
You can't go and say nothing to no one.
Yeah,
You can't tell me nothing.
They can't hold it against
This is
you.
what I want. For example, I want the VIP band for wireless. How much is it? I'll pay. And I'll ask you the day before. I might even ask you on the morning. And I may have this entitled feel that I feel like I should get it. And I'm not saying
You know,
it's
because
right.
you just feel like you're
But
getting in.
big
I don't know
man-
what it is. I'm getting in. This
Yeah.
was the first year.
That's how I am.
This was the first year
What?
it didn't go to plan.
Yeah.
What?
It didn't go to plan. And I'm just a laid back character anyway. But I'll be in there this time. Don't worry about
You
that.
have to
But I reckon,
anyway,
this time you got to pattern it earlier
don't
again,
worry,
you know?
I'm good
I
this
think
time.
this
I'm
year,
good
I looked
this
at that
time.
lineup.
No,
and I
hear
just
what he
thought
said.
Security might be on a...
But hear what you just said. Say it again.
I'm good this time.
He's getting in.
I'm
I believe
getting
him.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
But hear this. He's doing the World Cup.
I'm
innit?
in the World Cup. But even if I was in the World Cup, I wouldn't be going.
You got,
I don't
you got,
think
you
I
got
would either, but I
responsibilities.
have
You
a
got
feeling I
twins,
might
man.
still go.
You might take the twins
No,
with you.
fam,
Huh?
to be honest with you, it's
I
not.
say I'm not going, and then at around
It's
1
like
o'clock,
carnival.
1 o'clock on
It's
the
like
day,
carnival.
I'm just like,
But it's not a
Man
festival
are like,
though.
oh, fuck it.
It's
You know
not.
what?
Because
Exactly.
every time I go, the day, maybe a week after, I'm like, it was great. But you see the immediate present.
Nah, it's not.
I'm like, why did I go?
I hear that.
Like, why did I actually go?
Like, I don't go wireless. I actually don't go wireless for the artist.
You don't.
I go wireless
Because
just
everyone's
for the-
there.
yeah, just for the day.
I can't bother.
Just for the day. But you know what?
Can't
I
be
think
arsed no
the
more.
resellers thing are gonna put wireless in a serious position. It's gonna give them a serious problem because you know what? Yeah, loads they sold out in 48 hours. Enough people didn't even know that the tickets was just out. Now, I think it was a thing that you mentioned a couple of years ago in the podcast where you're like, right, there's a thing that's happening in the ends and that man can't get tickets to go in there. What do you mean they sold out in 48
I'm
hours?
going.
I'm going and I'm getting in. They're gonna have to make sure that them boards are mad high. Like
forget the
jail
boards.
high. They need to be jail high and they need to have barbed wire
And they need
and
to
all
be
kinds
brick.
of stuff. Or even some electricity going on in there. A man get a Ras Clark shock in his backside when he's climbing
But
that
Chucky,
thing.
look
Because
what
I've-
happened last time when the walls were big.
Yeah,
And
man
just
still
open the
got in
door. So put it this way: if wireless want wireless to be what they want it to be, don't have no man them from the hood. Don't go and book the man them from. Look at the lineup. Look at the
No,
lineup.
the lineup is mad, isn't it?
Go find the lineup right now, and you told me they're not gonna have problems. That's World War 9. That
World
is
War
gonna be
9.
a mad thing. Big man, because World War 1, 2, 3, all the other World Wars from 3 up until 8 will happen there. By Sunday, it will be World War 9. Or
you know what,
whatever
though?
the hell. Look how much man them are in the
I
lineup.
hear that, but you know what though?
Read it out, please.
Let's just say.
Just read it out.
I'm gonna read it out in a second, yeah. But let's just say we were living in an idealistic world that I have in my head a lot of the time, which we're not. But let's just say we are. The majority of the people that bought tickets to this thing, well, I'd say about a quarter of them were resellers. Then the rest were just people that managed to just get a ticket or whatnot. So judging by the basis of that, there's gonna be a lot of man, you know what I mean, road man and that wouldn't have got a ticket. They just wouldn't have got a ticket. The only way they're going to get in is if they're with the artist. And a lot of the time, historically at Wireless, there hasn't been issues with artists at the back. Touch wood that it doesn't happen this time. Because I don't know the street politics between who don't get on with who these days. Yeah,
But I'm sure they separate the stages. I know they try hard to kind of.
For me, do you know when you have problems?
Let me just check.
When niggas are making money regular for music and they know this one little situation won't be a big problem.
Yeah.
Because in America, if they don't do a festival, they're like, I'll just go back to my state and make money all day. It's not a
of
problem.
course.
In this country, like, you can't really do that. But you see when most of these musicians are like millionaires and all of that, yeah, problems are happening.
So Friday, Post Malone, Party Next Door.
All right, that's man them. Man them want to see Party Next Door. I'm sorry. The man them might
And
even want to
Post
see Post Malone. They might.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say they
Big
will.
Sean, Big
The
Sean,
man them might
Big
wanna
Sean's
see
more
Big
of a gal thing.
But the man them might want to see him.
Yeah, girls are gonna want to see him as well because he's going out with Janae and that, you know.
She doesn't wear trainers though. I don't get it, but go on.
Gold Link. She's got pretty feet though.
Decent.
I've
Gold
seen
Link.
them,
The man,
Gold
the
Link.
man, the hipster-
Wiley.
The man them want to see Wiley.
Rhett's free too.
The man them want to see Fred. There's two problems. Next one.
Nah, but like,
There's no buts. Go on. Just trust me.
just for argument's sake, yeah.
Go on.
Just for argument's sake, Wiley and Rhett, yeah. I think that man them do want to see them, but I do think there's just a lot of kids that want to see them too. Do you
Nah,
get me?
Wiley's not going.
Oh yeah, Wiley probably ain't even.
Let me show you something. You know your class in school, if it was bad and it had 30 students, do you know why it was bad? Do you know why it was bad? Because about 4 man. So you haven't even got a bad class, you just got 4 bad students. That's going to be Wireless. It could be 95% good, but you see that 5%, they will fuck it up
Mabel,
for everyone. There's no man them there, it's cool.
Kojo funds.
What? Them are not funding the man them over there. Carry on.
Belly Squad and Deneo.
More man them.
I
Carry on.
don't think that's that hardcore though.
No, but
if
it's alright.
I'm
That's the
being
first day. I remember I told you.
Friday, though.
That's World War. That's World War 3,
Nah,
4,
man.
and 5. Carry on.
No.
Making the math work.
Watch. Carry on. Make
Saturday.
it work. Go on.
Stormzy's headliner.
Man them.
Migos.
Man them.
Jay Haas and French Montana.
World War 9 starts Saturday.
No, don't put that out there like that, man. That's not happening. That's not happening.
All right.
I
hope not. Anyway.
Black, A Boogie with the hoodie.
Is
Belly.
his name Black?
Yeah.
Not black.
He's cold.
I thought it's Slack.
I want to see
He's cold.
I thought it's Slack because it's the.
Yeah, I
six.
know.
but
It's not.
his
It's
whole,
not.
like,
Mostak, Fredo, Hardy Caprio, and Rams.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
Mostak, Fredo.
See me in Selfridges today. I don't see Fredo and Selfridges today they're making money. They roll with the man them. That's more man them. Who else?
Hardy Caprio and Rams. But the thing is, backstage,
I love
don't
Rams. What
think
a nice
that there's
guy.
any problems there. I think that's love.
I
Genuinely.
didn't say there was
I
problems
know. I'm not
backstage,
saying you are. I'm just saying.
but
Like,
I'm saying
that's
man
love.
them. Of course.
I still think it's just a bare gal thing. Seriously.
I'm not really talking about backstage, and all of that. I'm talking about wireless. Because when I go wireless, I'm not really backstage. I'm out here.
Sunday's the one that's looking a bit mad still. You got DJ Khaled, Gigs,
Oh my
Ray
god.
Shmurd, Uzi Vert, Cardi B, Rick Ross.
Yeah, body's dropping 100%.
No,
Listen.
don't say that.
No, Chucky.
Playboy
Chucky.
Cardi, Little Pump, Mist, Notes, Trippy Red, 6-7.
Do you know what I'm saying, Viz? Do you know why these lot don't get it? Vision.
Perp?
Do you know
I
why
don't
they
even
don't
know
get
who
it? Because they're not from North London.
JK.
Like, if you're from, listen,
Smoke
let me
Perp?
just
I don't know who that is.
stop.
Who's
You've said
Smoke
too
Perp?
much. Huh?
Who's Smoke Perp? I don't even know who that is.
Well, he's on wireless.
Mad,
That's all I
sounds
know.
mad.
Can we just pause for 1 second, Chucky? Just for people that are listening, let me give you an insight to where wireless is. It's in a park called Finsbury Park. This park is not. Do you know what happens in this park when it's not happening with wireless? Yardie festivals and fun fair. Am I lying? And late night prostitution. So those are the three things that we know Finsbury Park for, and the Arsenal shop that no one really goes to. So now this is what you need to understand. Where it's situated is in between Hackney and Tottenham. Manor House is right there. Be a man them. So when them man them realise, wait a minute, this thing's on my doorstep. I'm in have invite, and Rick Ross is right there. We naturally are gonna have problems because one thing man them sometimes don't have is rational thinking, logical thinking. They feel something emotionally, and regardless of what you say, their logic will be, nah, cuz man's lived there for 20 years. What do you mean I can't go Finsbury Park?
I hear that, but do you know what?
And there's nothing you can say to
I
him.
hear that, but do you know what? We're forgetting that wireless has been there for a few years and it hasn't had that big of an issue.
What? What?
There's been.
that was a big.
Yeah, they've
They-
been. Look, I'm
they
not
haven't
saying they
been-
haven't had no issues. That's not what I'm saying. Obviously, they would have had issues. Obviously, there's going to be people that
Let me show you what wireless is.
But I wouldn't say that it is
Chucky,
that problematic.
Chucky,
If it was
wireless-
that problematic, they would just not even have that on in the first place.
Wireless
'Cause it's-
predominantly has white people there.
Yeah.
If that was a nigger fest, that'd have been shut
Black.
down time ago. You see Carnival? If you see Carnival, full of fun because it's based upon
Yeah.
Caribbean. And so, any little stabbing or problem, it's a massive thing. Bro, I've been in wireless. I've seen people get punched, stabbed, man get chased. I've seen it all. But it never gets publicized because it's wireless. They're making bare bread out of this. We can't stop this right now. We need this.
But a lot of people don't see it anyway.
What's
I
that?
didn't see. Anytime I've been wireless, the only thing
But if
I've
you
seen,
go Carnival, how many times do you really see
Carnival.
problems?
I don't see much problems at Carnival.
But we all read about it the next day, maybe even the same day on the
yeah,
news.
I hear that. But do you know what it
What's
is?
that?
Always.
Yeah.
To be
okay.
honest with you, I've
No,
been Carnival
has-
3-4 years in a row and see nothing.
I used to see a lot of violence at Carnival back in the day. But the thing is, yeah, with the difference with that is that yes, I think it's just about again, do you know what actually? This proves my point a little bit. Is that like, yes, there is violence at Carnival. There's naturally going to be, there's millions of people there, or a million people there. Naturally, you're going to have
I've got a
some type
problem
of
here and
violence,
there.
yeah? You're going to have some type of violence. Something's going to happen to someone.
Same with
That's just
wireless.
reality. Yeah, of course. But I think that the difference is just how the media cover it. So you're right. At Carnival, it's a free thing. It's a a black thing, and they do want to move it, so they're gonna write about it.
Thank
you. With wireless, they're not really gonna do that because there's bread there, but it's still equal to the same. Like it's still each thing is not that problematic.
No, they're not problematic. But my whole thing was this to you. The reason why I said to you, you was like, "Oh, I've never really seen problems with wireless." I'm letting you know there are problems with wireless all the time.
There isn't.
But the thing is, it's never gonna get publicized about because of the nature of what it is.
And I think that's good anyway.
I remember one year for 2 days they tried to do this campaign to move wireless. Before you know it, it's not spoke about no more, big man.
Oh no!
Every year they want to move Carnival. So me personally,
they're still trying to look at moving it again.
I'm not saying they're not, but I'm saying to you, it's not publicized. I'm a man that's active on social media, so anything that's been reported like that, I would have seen. You don't really see things like that, so it's a bit sad.
I'm not convinced though that
there's problems with wireless.
I'm not convinced this lineup here perpetuates violence.
I've not said that. I've said man, them want to go and see it. They haven't got tickets. I'm not saying that.
Mean? When you say the man, them, what are you?
We have a situation. It may not be violence, but we've got a situation. I was joking when I said World War and all that, but if we're talking seriously, we may have a situation.
Listen, here. I think that you're gonna have a situation regardless. I'll tell you why.
I'm not saying you won't, but that right there,
because
that
sold out quick and it's in the ends.
This is what I said.
I know.
It's in Finsbury Park.
I hear that. So it's not a lineup thing. It's an area thing.
That's one of the dynamics. That's one of the many dynamics. Because if you have a show with Rick Ross at O2 and you have a show with Miley Cyrus at O2, I can bet you 2 different crowds and 2 different problems that security have to deal with.
Yeah.
So I'm letting you know, yes, the artist lineup is definitely gonna, but it's in the ends.
I personally think it's I think like some of this problem here is. It's the resellers thing, because half these people are buying out all the tickets and that, and then, it's sold out mad quick, and then again, nobody has tickets. Do you know what? Yeah, it would be interesting to find out how much people actually bought a solo ticket, just out of panic. You know what? Let me just buy one right now, and then now all of a sudden their brethren can't even get a ticket now.
Oh, don't worry.
So
listen, last year wireless. Let me show you how rootless. You think these tickets are getting bought out? The man that are buying 10 tickets sometimes are man them.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Because all of a sudden, a week before wireless, my friend's saying, "Yo, I got 15 tickets for wireless." What do you mean you got 15 tickets for wireless? You work in Haringey. How's this work? How are you getting wireless tickets working for Haringey behind a computer? What's going on? This don't make sense.
Yeah.
There's rules. You've broken every single one of them.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what? I just want to throw this out there because I don't want anyone to misinterpret the debate that me and Poet is having. I'm definitely saying.
I love the way you say interpret.
Yes, thank you.
I love it.
Interpret.
No,
I'm saying that. Interpretate.
I'm
keeping that. I'm owning that. I'm owning that.
Yeah.
I'm owning that. For me, anyway, I'm just speaking for myself. Poet, you speak for you. I don't think either of us are saying that this lineup here is going to bring violence, because that's most definitely not.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't want anyone to just get that.
I'm saying the biggest problem is in Finsbury Park. That's for me anyway.
I'm saying that the fact that the tickets sold out so quick, they're gonna have a problem with people wanting to just, whoever that may be, you're gonna get people that really gonna want to get in there this time.
Of course, really you can't have a decent. How much is a wireless ticket?
I think start from like 60, 55, £60.
So like £60.
That's like for one thing.
So like let's say
for a weekend, I think it was like 150.
So let's say between £60 and £150. Your average working class individual living in a council estate may or may not be able to afford that. But they're definitely going to feel, because in the hood there's this word that really floats about, it's called entitlement, and everyone has it. Not everyone, that's wrong, but a lot of people have this entitlement where they feel like they're entitled to have certain things.
Yeah.
And I've grown up in the hood, and I can tell you it's very, very common.
Yeah.
So if you give Finsbury Park a festival where you have, like my boy Vision said, it's a year of UK music, good, strong UK music lineup.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you complement it with a good, strong US lineup as well.
Yeah.
You mean little Benjamin from Manor House and his brethren Dimsey downstairs, they can't get in wireless?
I mean,
and you say they're gonna sit down and say, "Wait a minute"? Nah, cause they're getting in wireless.
Man ain't really trying to climb that for David Guetta.
Then if they they don't care.
And Kygo in them, man.
And they don't care. Miley Cyrus headlining. Them man are at home.
But I definitely think that if they had any brains in their head, they would definitely have looked at that and figured out a way to try to reduce this. But I think that the wholesale, the resellers thing is mad. Anyway, just another thing off that quickly, yeah. I never usually bite. I wouldn't even say it was biting, but like I was on just browsing through Twitter, like I do occasionally, and I noticed a few times people talking about the lack of women that are on the lineup. And I saw
There was 2 women though.
there was-
3.
Yeah, one.
I can't lie. They had a picture where they said women in lineup of wireless, and it was 3
There's
women.
3. Yeah, there's 3. There's actually none on Saturday.
For me,
Can I just finish though quickly before?
Is
you say what
IMDb
you gotta
there?
say? No, she's not. But wait, this
That's
is
a
my
disgrace.
thing. This is my thing.
it's
Yeah.
a disgrace.
When I saw it, I didn't actually. I'm gonna be honest. I actually didn't look at the picture properly. I just saw what the girl said. Yeah, and she was just like, "Oh, wireless without the men." She said, "No Georgia Smith, no Steph London, no I am DDB, no Little Sims." Yeah, and so I messaged and I just said, because I didn't even see the picture. I didn't even know who was in it or whatever. But what I did know is that at the bottom it always says, more to be announced. So I said, to be fair, Wireless never give out the whole lineup. They never do that. They always have a lineup rollout. And all of those names actually could be on the final lineup. It just so happens to be.
They might even still just be in the middle of negotiating how much they.
Yeah, but that's true. But what, I used to work for a festival company, and one thing that I do know is that a good 95% of the lineup or talent would have been booked and paid. Deposits would have been paid. Everything. That's how it goes. Yeah. So and then they just have a lineup rollout, and usually as well when you have the lineup rollout, I know in this case they've thrown out all of the big names. Yeah. But a lot of the time they throw out some big names. Then the next one they throw out some more big names. Then the next time they throw out some more big names because it keeps the ticket selling. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like you get one lot, then you get a big batch of. Yeah, exactly. It sold out this time. It did sell out this time.
Why did it sell like this?
I don't know. Because it's never sold out like this before.
Yeah, it's gone mad.
But this is ballistic.
It's mental. It's mental. But
Yeah.
that went to my other point because I was the point
Instagram, I blame.
the point that I was trying to make is that like all of these names that this girl mentioned could actually have been there, and they may not have anticipated that it was going to sell out that quick. And in the next lineup rollout, they've got a big bunch of big names, including these big names that are in there that would have helped sold more tickets. It just so happens to be that this time around, it sold out in 48 hours or 24 hours. But when I looked at the picture, I did think, because one of the girls, I was getting into this debate with this girl, so we was going back and forth. Then some other girl must have messaged and said, yeah, but I hear what you're saying, but she's like, it feels like we're an afterthought. Then I said to her, I don't feel like that. I said, I get it. I understand that, but that's not really an afterthought. For me, an afterthought is Lethal B. That's a great example of an afterthought. Wiley was the person who was originally booked. He's not turning up. Boom, we need to ring someone. You know what I mean? Boom, we'll give some money, and he's benefited off that. I don't even think that that's a bad thing. But to me, when you say afterthought, that's what I think of. But if they've already booked the whole talent, and let's bear in mind, these names actually might not even be there. So my argument might be dead. So I kept that saying that everyone's making an assumption that these names are not there. We don't know for a fact that they're not.
Me personally, I see where you're coming from, but I just would, for the first list that comes out, I just think it should have more women on it.
That's
regardless of it just should have more women on it.
I agree.
Like, there are so many women that have had a fantastic year this year. There should be more women on it. You shouldn't have I've seen sometimes they'll have like a special section dedicated to just, bruv, Lady Leisha
Special
could easily
section,
go on
what?
it. I've gone to an event before and they've had like a special women's performance thing. I think
Have
all of
they?
that. Yeah,
That's
it's
a
like-
monstrosity.
it's all of that shit is
When?
trash. I can't remember listen, I smoked far too much weed to give you
They wouldn't
dimes
do
and
that
dates.
now.
They
Surely.
couldn't do that now.
They might add a day.
They're not
They
going to
can't
add a
do
day.
that. It's Friday to Sunday.
It's Friday to Sunday. Yeah, always Friday to Sunday. But for me, they should just have more girls in the announcement. It's not a difficult thing to do. Or it might be, I'm not entirely sure. But I just think you should have more women on the lineup. But I
On
feel
the first
disappointed.
phase.
On the first phase,
On the
I think
first
you
phase.
should.
Because
I was disappointed.
we're making the assumption that they're not there.
But Chucky,
and
we're
I
making
don't
that
know
assump-
if they are
But
or
we're
not.
making
But
that assumption because there's only 3 women on the list, and I'm saying we shouldn't be given ammo to make that assumption.
Yeah,
that's
true.
my problem. And I'm disappointed in myself for not even noticing that. I'll be honest with you. I looked
I
at the
didn't
list,
know
and
that.
the
I
first
didn't
thing.
I didn't even look at
Do you know what I noticed straight away? No Creps and Conan. That's all I noticed straight away.
Yeah, but they were headline. They were main stage last year.
I don't care. They done war. I want to.
I hear that, but it doesn't. And this is the thing. Yeah. Again, sometimes this is not even about wireless. Sometimes this is actually about the booking agent. Like so. I'm just going off conversations that I've heard artists and agents talk about before, yeah. But I'll give you an example. Stormzy was big last year. He didn't do wireless.
Yeah.
Why? And this isn't a fact, so I don't want anyone to feel like I'm talking their business. But it's like, if he did wireless last year, then the chances of him being able to headline this year would have been slim because of because he's done it. He's already done it. He's already done the stage.
Yeah,
So, but this time his agent's thinking, if we hold out this year, next year when you do headline, you're gonna get this amount of P. And that's how a lot of the talent bookers work. So same with even Dave. I know that like he didn't do wireless last year. Held out. You have a hotter year. Then next time when they come to book you now,
booking you bigger,
it's all the way up. Do you get me? So,
I'm just a fan.
Same. But you know, sometimes I'm earwig and I'm listening.
No,
I have conversations with people and I have conversations with agents and all of that stuff. So that's how I know.
But imagine this: none of that. I don't care about any of that. As much as it may sound horrible, I want to see what I want to see.
Yeah,
let me dance. To whoa.
You're lucky enough to have somebody like me, and I'm lucky enough to have someone like you that is able to tell you why that isn't happening. And I know that some people might feel like they don't know that, but I'm just putting it out there. The reason why they ain't on there is because they done the Pepsi stage before, which I thought was one of the sickest. Did you go to that? When they did the Pepsi stage a few years ago? Jesus Christ, bro.
Oh my God, Vision, you're right though.
The energy in that, I've never seen anything
You've
like
just
that
seen
before in my life.
of the Young Thug Pepsi stage.
That was
mad.
way better than their headline. But it was
Young Thug was killed that stage. But
Bro.
there was a day.
So they've done that. So I just wanted to say they've done that, and then next time around they've done the main stage, and they did the main stage pretty late as well. They weren't early. They was on at like
Who was on-
6.
who
They
was
was
on
on
it?
before. They was on before Future.
Who?
Krypton Conan.
Yeah, but still, I just remember they added it one time. Vision's right though. They added a day. 2
Did they?
years ago, they added a day on a Thursday. 1
Oh,
million
they did.
%.
Yeah, they did.
1 million. They
did.
just added a whole new day.
Yeah. You're right.
I remember.
What was that? Was that at Hyde Park?
No, it was Finsbury Park.
Finsbury
I remember
Park,
like it was
yeah?
yesterday
I remember
for all
that.
the wrong reasons.
Why did they do that? Why did they do that?
Because of the whole Drake thing and Boy Better Know getting big. So they gave Boy Better Know their stage. And I remember because JME came out, said me and Vuja's name on stage, and I was going harambe. What?
Yeah.
But imagine me being in the middle going mad and Jamie.
She has to be there.
Yeah, Steph London.
Jamie was like, shout out poet, shout out.
I'll just say Steph London, she has to be there. But again, I would think that they probably would have went to book her, and if she isn't there, her agent would have said, "Nah, we're gonna hold out this year," on the basis that if they anticipate her having an amazing year, the next year she gets even more money and she gets a better slot. That's just how that works.
Oh, my brothers and sisters are getting money. I'm so
That's what I'm
happy.
saying. They're getting
Yes!
this dough in this thing now.
We get dough, man.
Rams, look at Rams, bruv. That's amazing, bro.
Rams' story is... Do you know what? I'm more in love with Rams than the song. So, just off the back of who he is, I want him to do well. Yeah. I'm not gonna be one of these people that go out. I'm not saying anyone is doing this, but I've just seen. I'm not gonna purchase the song because I don't like the song.
Okay.
I'm not one of these guys that are like, yeah, support Rams, let's make him go number one because of that. I want Rams to go number one off the strength of I like him. Yeah. So I will stream your music, but I'm not gonna take money out of my account to buy it because it's just not my thing.
But if you like him, why would you not?
Because I don't like the song.
But you like him.
That's got nothing to do with it, Chucky. I like you, but if I think you're a shit DJ, I'm not going to your rave to dance to your music. I don't want to dance to your set. I'm a real nigga. I don't like this whole thing where people are like, oh my God, I like my friends, so I just put... No, I like my friends enough to know. I could tell you, I don't like your music. I'm not going to listen to it. I'm not going to purchase it. And I hope that doesn't infringe our relationship.
I think that if you thought I was a shit DJ, though...
I don't think that.
I know you don't. I'm just playing hypothetical, yeah? No. I'm just saying that it's more of an effort to dress up and go to a dance than it is to just spend 99p and get a song.
Big man, that is my 99p. What I choose to do with it is entirely up to me. Why should I give 99p to someone to pay for something because I think you're a nice guy? It's kind of patronizing. I should actually buy something off the strength of me liking it and saying, you know what, fam, this is sick, rather than doing the generic thing that I see people do all the time, which is let me buy this because you're a nice guy. And then if I ask the person, like, Put it this way. Only
Sometimes some people do that for the bigger picture though, just not just for
whatever
them.
that
But they do it
picture
for-
is, fantastic.
They do it for the scene. They do it for the.
If you like
For-
them, give him a pound.
How does that help the scene? How does you buying something you don't like help the scene? I don't get it.
Recognition. So it's like, say
Evolution
for
of
instance,
what, though?
let's just say for example, yeah.
But evolution of what? Because now I question what you want. If you want the scene to be a particular way, but you're purchasing something you don't like, what do you want?
You could still, yeah, but that's not
No, but
about.
what do
Not,
you-
That's not. You could, okay. You might not like the song, but you might like the cult, like where that song comes from, though, and what that song represents. So, for example,
I'm
you might not
confused.
like.
There's not
Chronic's likes, but you still might like reggae music, and you still might think, you know what, yeah, if this goes to number one, this could be good for reggae music. So do you know what? It's
All of that
99
ifs and coulds is not good enough for me. Life is a very simple thing. People make it complicated. You like the song, you buy it. You don't like it, you don't buy it. Done.
Of course.
If that is the premise
you're
for
right.
life,
I'm only arguing this because you said you like the guy and you want
I
you
do.
want him to succeed.
So
because
I hope he makes a
you
song
have-
that I like.
So you have a reason to buy. You might not like it, but you like him. So you
Yeah.
have a reason to buy it because you like him.
that's not a reason to buy something that you've created just because I like you.
Do you? So you don't get that? You don't understand?
No, I don't
Why?
understand that one thing. I understand the premise of understanding. One, this is my money. I respect music and love music so much.
Same.
It's not a joke to me. It's not something that's a hobby. It's not something I jumped into later on. Like, I genuinely love this thing. So if you make a song I don't like, I'm just not going to buy it. I'm
hear
not
that.
going to support it.
But if I like you, I would.
I would have nothing but good things to say about Rams as a person. I will support his story. I will do anything for people. So Rams' awareness
When you
is
say
grown.
you like him, what do you know him? Or
I
you
don't know him, but you see the way he
Okay,
comes
I
across
thought
as
you
a
might have
person.
known him. I
No, I
thought
don't
you-
know him, but the way he
Okay.
comes across on camera, the way he is as an individual, from everything I see, he's very humble. People like that, I want to be a success in life
Yeah, yeah.
because I respect the way he goes about his business. But in terms of the music, it's just
No,
not my
I hear
song.
that. No,
Do you know
I hear
what I mean?
that. I thought that like, because when you said like him, I thought that you just knew him.
But
I'm
Chucky, if I know
thinking
you,
that-
it's
I know
worse.
it's the same thing, but I'm still like, I'd still
Nah.
buy it. I'd still, if you
Not
was
me.
my brethren, you're really close to getting to number one. I think he was like 60 sales from getting away. Yeah, 60. It's like,
From
you know
what?
what?
Away from
99 for being number one. 60 physical sales. So I don't know how much that is in streams though. So how much is one stream? I think it's 1,000, isn't it?
I think they've moved it up.
I think 1,000 streams is one physical sale.
Yeah, so it's
So,
like
but if you
60,000
buy it, if you bought it off YouTube, if you bought it off iTunes,
That's one.
60 times, yeah. So,
Do you- but
so
you know-
for me, like with those things, and especially if I know you, I'll do that, innit? But you'll probably know that I don't like the song, but I'll do that. That's not even a thing for me.
For me, you know why it's such a thing though? Like just in general, like it's because I know things like that are social trends. So like I know everyone's just doing it because it's social trends. So that's why I find it patronizing. Like you
Like,
should.
if I was him, I'd want people to buy my music because they like it.
Yeah, of course.
If I knew my friend didn't like my song and I put it out, I'd appreciate it if he bought it, but I'd still be a bit like, it's a bit.
Because see in the long
You don't
term,
like it.
yeah. Because see in the long
Do you
term,
know what? I wouldn't actually think that.
But
if
Chucky-
you didn't like my song, but you
Yeah.
bought it, I wouldn't think.
I would
It,
still
it, would-
appreciate
there's
it.
at no point. Wait, there's at no point in my head would I think you were patronizing me.
all right. Let me show you. From
Not-
Vibba.
not
Let me
one
show you.
point.
I make music with Vibba. So let me
But
show
for
you. Right
argument's sake, I understand why you would say.
Let me
that,
show you,
because
and-
to suit the argument. I understand that.
Well, let me show you. We make music with Vibba. We make music not to generate sales from people that don't like the music. I would rather you hate me and buy my music than love me, not like my song and buy it. Because all I want people to do is connect with the music. You don't necessarily need to connect with me. The music situation is completely different. If you connect with me and the music, it's a bonus. And I just feel like music is such a serious thing. Like, man shouldn't just be...
No, you're
It's
right.
a personal thing. You can't just buy a song because it's like, that guy is cool. Because it's like, for that person... Also, for Rams, he'll never really know how much of a genuine fan base he has. He'll never know if he can put on a show. He'll never
But
know if
you're
them
60
sales...
if you're 60 sales away from getting to number one.
No, but I'm not talking about in Rams' specific situation. I'm saying in general anyway.
But that is a given. I'm never gonna buy a song from someone from a song that I don't like. But if I like
exceptions.
you, yeah, there's exceptions. If I
respect
know
that. Not for
you,
me.
if I know you, and especially if you're not far away from an achievement that you really want, and I like you, then I would contribute to that.
I respect
definitely
that, and you
contribute
know
to
what?
In his specific situation, if I knew.
I know how much.
I
I know how much. I didn't even know him, but just through Do you know what? Just recently, I even knew what the guy looked like. I didn't even know what he looked like, to be honest with you. I just kept hearing the song, and as a DJ, I played it a lot. But if I like someone and I could see how much going to number one means to that person, and it's not that far from getting there.
Imagine
and
this.
it's
Imagine
99p.